Hustle is a really brilliant film. I wasn't sure how much I'd like this as I don't care about basketball, but I have to say that didn't matter in the slightest. This was released in 2022. It's directed by Jeremiah Zagar and Will Fetters, and we have a cast including Adam Sandler as Stanley and Juancho Hernangómez as Bo Cruz. And Stanley is an international scout, and he happens to discover Bo Cruz, and he wants to bring back Cruz from Spain to the States for the NBA draft, and that's what the film is about. And there are a lot of obstacles, a lot of emotional obstacles, a lot of people pushing back against this, but then we have Stanley, who is so determined and so passionate about this. It's so easy to have an emotional response to this film because both Stanley and Bo certainly allowed me to feel a lot of different emotions, and it was so easy to become so heavily emotionally invested in this and to want the best for Bo and to hope that Stanley got what he was aiming for as well. And it was a really brilliant, well executed, not very predictable story. At least I didn't think it was predictable, and I found it to just be so moving and so uplifting. It's a very well written narrative. Bo in particular is a very well written character. He's a really likable character, which obviously really helps with rooting for him and wanting the best, and there wasn't anything about this that I didn't enjoy. It is a little funny. It is a comedy drama, but I'd say it's definitely more on the drama side than the comedy side, but there are elements of comedy in this, absolutely. I particularly loved Bo's mother. She's played by María Botto, and I thought she was absolutely fabulous. And in general, I have absolutely no complaints. If you're a big basketball fan, if the narrative really appealed to you before even watching it, you may have very different expectations to what I had, and that's certainly worth bearing in mind. But from my perspective, where I like Adam Sandler, and I wanted to watch it for Adam Sandler, I went in with no expectations, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm trying to think of anything that could have been improved upon. I'm sure there's something. Most things have room for improvement. But honestly, I can't find anything. Hustle is a fabulous film. In fact, I haven't seen the rating on IMDb. Let me check this. IMDb, okay, 7.3 out of 10. Across 156,000 reviews and ratings, it has a Metascore of 68. Anything 7 and above generally means it's a phenomenal film. Obviously, subjective, people will have different opinions, but that's a very, very respectable rating. And I agree. In fact, I might even rate it a little higher than that. And for me to say that about a basketball film, when I could not care less about basketball, really helps to show just how much the film has to offer. Hustle is a phenomenal film. I loved every second of it. And needless to say, whether you're a basketball fan or you're just looking for a good film, I'm very, very, very happy to recommend it.